professional with a handgun would be at such an unbelievable disadvantage against a student with a long gun. That doesn't check out either.
I want to push back on that, because let's talk about the Las Vegas shooter, for example, who had more weapons, enough weapons to blow up the Taliban. He outmassed all those police in Las Vegas, and there was tragedy all over the place.
That's a completely different scenario.
But there's tons of scenarios where you have times there's tons of scenarios. Even in Parkland, this shooter could have outgunned that school resource officer.
And by the way, can I just say the report that the sheriff's deputy was sleeping in his car outside of Parkland this week? I mean, you'd think that'd be the safest school in the world right now.
This week, you think he'd stay awake. First week on the job, stay awake.
Gotta leave it there. Gentlemen, thank you. And you were gentlemen. And you did talk very well. After a long time. All right, more news next.
Need new floors? Empire today makes getting beautiful new floors easy. Impossible? Let me show you. Empire brings hundreds of samples to you. We call it Shop at Home. The floors are high quality and come with great warranties. Plus, Empire handles the installation. You don't lift a finger, and the job's done right. Shop at Home, quality floors, professional installation. That's Empire today.
800-588-2300 Empire
today. Well, Jimmy's proud to have helped put a roof over the heads of hundreds of families. He's most proud of the one who's kept over his own.
Get paid twice as fast with QuickBooks Smart Invoicing. QuickBooks, backing you.
Everybody has sunglasses, but most sunglasses just make everything darker and are useless when it comes to blinding glare. Not these. Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call them TAC glasses. Inspired by the sunglasses worn by our heroes in uniform, TAC glasses can do things no ordinary sunglasses can do, like block blinding glare so well, invisible objects suddenly become visible. Enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's, and survive even the harshest conditions. Look, ordinary sunglasses just make things darker, which could be deadly in a tactical situation. TAC glasses improve optical clarity so you can see clearly, even in low light. If you've never seen how this light filtering technology works, check this out. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our TAC glasses. A colorful American eagle is revealed. Amazing.
Take a look at the screen.
Yes.
What do you see?
I see a plain white screen.
It's just a plain white screen.
Now look up through our sunglasses.
Whoa, this is cool.
How does it do that? That is so awesome.
What? Oh my. Whoa, what? That is so cool. That is amazing. How does it do that? It's like an eagle pops out of nowhere.
Very, very cool.
Whether you're on the trail or on the golf course, on the water or on the slopes, with TAC glasses, you'll always see clearly without any glare. There's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now to get your TAC glasses for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. Plus, every pair of TAC glasses comes with our Bell & Howell lifetime guarantee. But wait, order today and we'll also include a blank card that reveals our American Eagle when you put on your TAC glasses. So don't delay. Order yours today.
To order, call 1-800-594-8441. Again, that's 1-800-594-8441, or order online at tritacglasses.com. 1-800-594-8441.
I knew I was going to marry Andrew right off from the beginning. The wedding was something that motivated us both to be proactive about fixing something that was an insecurity for us.
For your wedding, you want to put on your best self. Part of that is your smile.
My bottom teeth were a struggle for me. Having that perfect smile by the time that we get married.
At Smile Direct Club, we believe everyone deserves a smile they'll love. That's why for 60% less than braces, we send invisible aligners directly to you. We straighten most smiles in an average of 6 months.
The process was much shorter than we anticipated, and Smile Direct Club's price and cutting out the middleman was tremendous.
I also like the fact that we didn't have to make any appointments. I can integrate it into whatever my schedule was.
Get your confidence back risk-free. Our Smile Guarantee ensures that if aligners aren't a good fit for you, you get your money back.
Just having that beautiful smile, that confidence, and having everybody else see that as well is really special.
Say I do to a smile you'll love at SmileDirectClub.com.
We are here to dispense justice.
This led me to declare eternal war with slavery.
Remember what you're fighting for!
Check it out. We want to show you these 4 Good Samaritans caught on police dash cam video just outside Philly. This car flipped. They flipped it back over. They got the guy out in time. The driver was rescued, not seriously injured. Bravo to them. Thanks for watching us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night in Washington.
Another incident in Austin prompts a massive police presence. The latest event happened at a Goodwill store. Police say it was not a bomb.
There's no reason for us to believe that it is related to any of the other incidents that have occurred.
Sanctuary cities and states like California put innocent Americans at the mercy of hardened criminals, hardened murderers in many cases.
It's crazy. It's March. It's almost April. You know, you would think it'd be all done, but can never tell with Mother Nature.
People that were her biggest supporters are now saying, "What is she doing?"
Good morning. A live shot from New York City. Today is the day to wake up early and watch Fox and Friends First on this Wednesday. We always appreciate it. I'm Heather Childers. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's get straight to that Fox News alert for you, though. A lot happening overnight, a state of fear. People across Texas terrified to go outside as authorities hunt a sophisticated and organized serial bomber. The cunning suspect staying one step ahead, but hopefully not for long. Some brand new surveillance video could, in fact, be a critical key to ending the reign of terror. Todd Pyra is live for us at the scene of the latest blast, and this is in Schertz, Texas, apparently not far from San Antonio. Right, Todd?
That's right, Heather. Good morning to you. Nerves frayed from Austin to near San Antonio, where we are here, after a roller coaster 24 hours. And that was before the false alarm that really felt like a punch to the gut to this beleaguered region. Someone dropped off a box containing an artillery simulator at an Austin Goodwill around 7 last night. As an employee tried to get rid of it, it detonated, injuring that employee and triggering a bomb scare. That led to a massive response, as you might expect, from first responders who've really been working around the clock to find this serial bomber. But at this point, the Goodwill incident does not appear to be connected.
We did determine that this was not an explosive device. This incident is not related to any of the other incidents that we've had here in Austin. There's no reason for us to believe that it is related to any of the other incidents that have occurred.
But earlier in the day yesterday, authorities did confirm really what we've been all thinking: 6 bombs in 3 weeks, all tied to this serial killer. And right now, if you take a look behind me, you can see the mobile command center here in Schertz. They're still working on the bomb that went off here about 24 hours ago. It has been a wild last 24 hours, to say the least. Authorities say the bomber mailed 2 packages from a FedEx drop-off center in an Austin suburb. One made it here to Schertz and exploded. The other was found before it caused any damage at a FedEx facility near the Austin airport. Now, this is critically important for 2 reasons. One, that drop-off center has security cameras, which could help identify the bomber. And 2, the bomb found intact could reveal a lot about the bomber's MO as the hunt for that killer continues. The end of this can't really come soon enough for the scared public.
It's scary to know that there's people that, are untrustworthy, that do terrible things in the world like that.
If you have a package on your doorstep when you go home, are you going to open it?
No, definitely not. No, because I don't know what to expect.
And Heather, as you might expect, as people wake up this morning, there's definitely a feeling of what's going to happen today.
Right. Well, Todd, something is happening right now. You said that the end couldn't come soon enough. Maybe right now that is happening. Breaking right now, a huge police presence is on I-35 in Austin, Texas. This is just coming into our studio. We're told that it is for a police-involved shooting. A local reports say that police are arresting the bomb suspect right now. They're arresting the suspect right now. But Fox News has not, in fact, confirmed that. It's just local reports saying that at this point. Police are expected to hold a news conference very soon, and we will bring you that as soon as we get it. So some breaking information, hopefully some good news coming out of Austin, Texas related to this bombing scare. Some other stories that we are following for you. Before we get back to that, a 16-year-old girl fighting for her life this morning after a classmate tries to gun her down in cold blood. Another huge story. 17-year-old Austin Rollins shooting the girl and another student at Grant Mills High School in Maryland. School resource officer Deputy Blaine Gaskell jumping into action, exchanging gunfire with Rollins, who died at the scene. The chaos only lasting about 60 seconds total, but it could have been much worse if not for Gaskell's heroic actions.
He responded exactly as we train our personnel to respond, and I'm sure right now, in the aftermath of this, he's doing well, and we're going to do everything to support and promote him.
Now, the other student is expected to be okay. Police believe that the shooter and a female student had a prior relationship, but have not released a motive. And more chaos unfolding at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Just 5 weeks after 17 students were shot and killed there, 2 students arrested in separate incidents for bringing knives on campus. One of them was 9 inches long and stashed in a backpack, we're told. A third student undergoing a mental health evaluation after making threatening posts on social media.
After what we've all been through, it doesn't make any sense at all.
People coming in with weapons, and I'm shocked.
We've also learned a Broward County Sheriff's officer who was supposed to be guarding the school is now suspended for sleeping on the job. It's really unbelievable. Well, today an autopsy could provide some more clues in the death of an American student found dead in Bermuda. We told you about this. The body of St. Joseph's University freshman Mark Dombrowski was discovered at the base of a significant drop. That's what they said. Well, the Pennsylvania teen was on the island for a rugby tournament, and now the State Department is investigating the death of another college athlete. This time, though, it's in Mexico. It's unclear why Amherst College football player Andrew Durogi died on spring break. All right, we said it's coming. Turning now to some extreme weather again. Right now, the East Coast getting pounded with wind, snow, coastal flooding in the 4th nor'easter in less than 3 weeks. The storm already dumping wet, dangerous snow in Maryland. That's where this bus, look at this, lost control, slid down an embankment and then right into this creek. No students, though, thankfully, were on board, and the driver apparently also not injured. And from the roads to the skies, more than 3,000 flights already canceled today. Senior meteorologist Janice Dean is tracking all of this in the Weather Center. Janice, you have sure been busy.
I like the 4 Easter part of it. That's quite funny. In less than a month, Heather, we are into this pattern where we're getting these storms, these coastal events that are, bringing a lot of snow. And this one could be the one for D.C., New York City, and Philadelphia. You see the current temperatures right now, a little bit too warm for snow, but that is going to change as the cold air gets pulled southward. So a lot of these areas are going to get a 1-2 punch, especially D.C. and Philadelphia. The storm hasn't even formed offshore yet. This is the first part of it, but we are getting that snow flying, actually some freezing rain right now in Philly, along the Jersey Shore here, and then cloudy skies for New York. That is going to change throughout the day today. The worst of the weather, Heather, coming in the afternoon rush hour, so people need to be on alert, and it's going to continue until the overnight tonight, and then by Thursday it's out of here. But some impressive snow totals all along the I-95 corridor, 6 to 12 inches as a rule, and then some areas could get isolated amounts of higher than that. Back to you, my friend.
All right, so we have fair warning. Thank you so much, Janice. We appreciate it. Well, overnight, House Republicans blowing past their deadline to draft a $1.3 trillion spending bill. Lawmakers now in a race against time to vote before Friday's shutdown deadline. And Griff Jenkins joins us now live from Washington, D.C. Griff, what is the holdup, and does a snow day count? Do they get an extra day if they get a snow day?
They don't. Good morning, Heather. We've seen this movie before. What's different about this sequel is, of course, the snowstorm, which complicates things. But the House had this deadline to finish writing the bill
because they need to pass it so it has time to get over to the Senate to face changes there, all to avoid the real deadline, which is that government funding expires at midnight on Friday. Here's what's holding things up. First and foremost, this fight, funding for the border wall versus what to do about the Dreamers in a DACA solution, trying to find common ground. Both sides dug in. Now you've got guns, gun legislation, and what to do about keeping our schools safe. You've also got a lot of Obamacare issues, how to shore up those marketplaces not covered by the Affordable Care Act, and you have simple deficit reduction. Remember, the last time the government got shut down, it was Senator Rand Paul over this sheer figure. Now we have $1.3 trillion, just over a 2011 omnibus number. And as the House comes in to try and work on all this, it was Speaker Paul Ryan speaking to our Jennifer Griffin yesterday that notes every day they fail to deliver on this bill hurts our military.
The military has been hollowed out over the last 8 years, and this budget agreement that we're putting together fixes that. The budget right now is almost 20% lower today for the military than it was when Obama got started. And you think the world's getting safer? No, the world's getting more dangerous.
The House seems closer if they actually did get something written and passed, taking us into the weekend. It appears that we're already seeing signs that it won't be smooth sailing over in the Senate, taking a listen to some of their leaders.
We're going to keep fighting and trying. The courts have given something of a reprieve, but there are going to be lots of opportunities for us to try and help the DACA kids.
It's going to extend our week into the weekend, perhaps, but this just shows why this is really a terrible way to have to do business, where the final decisions are left up to 4 people.
So where does this leave us? Almost certainly heading for yet another stopgap spending bill, but we'll see if the lawmakers find their way in. It's not snowing here just yet when I came in, Heather, but we're told that's going to get thicker. It's going to be certainly a long weekend. And don't forget, while gun legislation is an issue, we've got that march possibly coming as well on Saturday.
Yeah, this should be a lesson. Stop waiting till the very last minute. That's something that we learned, growing up, right? Thank you so much, Griff. Appreciate it. Well, President Trump is vowing to meet with Vladimir Putin sooner rather than later. This after calling to congratulate the newly re-elected Russian president on winning another 6 years in power.
We had a very good call, and I suspect that we'll probably be meeting in the not-too-distant future to discuss the arms race and also to discuss Ukraine and Syria and North Korea and various other things.
Well, the White House getting slammed by both parties after refusing to call Russia's election a sham and for making the phone call. But here's the thing. Several world leaders, including France and Germany, also called Putin this week, and former President Obama did the same exact thing back in 2012. So make a note of that. Well, Fox News alert for you. We are following this very closely. Police could be closing in on the serial bomber terrorizing Texas. Authorities fearing the unhinged suspect is trying to outdo the Unabomber. Well, the former FBI agent who tracked down the Unabomber says that the new tactics hint at future plans. Terry Turchi joins us live with the game changer that could crack the case.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg-Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
Did it break? No, look. Oh my, that's crazy. Where do I get one of these cushions?
So say goodbye to achy muscles from sitting all day or a stiff back from long car rides. Now you can sit all day on even the hardest chair and still feel comfortable. Other cushions need a gap to cradle the tailbone, not Egg-Sitter. The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Plus, the Egg-Sitter's Elasticor stays cool to the touch and allows air to circulate underneath, while giving you optimal lumbar support every time you sit. And it's super strong and durable, always retaining its shape. Amazing!
It's just super comfortable. I mean, it literally feels like I'm floating on air.
This feels like a massage. It's loosening me up just as I'm sitting here. It's amazing.
Ooh, I like that. I can sit on that all day.
Get your Egg Sitter support cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. The Egg Sitter support cushion, just $39.99. Call now.
Call 1-800-709-1437. That's 1-800-709-1437. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. So call 1-800-709-1437. Order now.
Attention knee replacement patients. If you had knee replacement surgery since 2013, you may qualify for a cash award. Call the Gold Shield Group at 800-478-0024. Certain knee replacement models are failing at high rates. If your original knee replacement surgery occurred since 2013 and you've had an additional or revision surgery, are scheduled to have another surgery, or if your doctor has recommended additional surgery, call 800-478-0024. That's 800-478-0024.
Ain't that cute? Shoo, boy, it made sense when you saw how happy that ice cream made him. But now you just feel like a moron. Lucky for you, Husky Liner floor mats come with a form-fit edge that contains a spill like no other. Good job, guy. Now you never have to worry about your floorboards again.
Husky Liners, guaranteed for life.
A Fox News alert for you. Breaking right now. We are following reports of an officer-involved shooting in Austin, Texas. Police could be closing in on the serial bomber terrorizing the Texas Capitol. For more, let's bring in the former FBI agent who led the capture of the Unabomber, Terry Turchi. Terry, thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
So you've been watching and listening to these breaking developments, as we have, and everyone at home. What are your initial thoughts? I mean, they possibly have caught the suspect. What do you think led to him, if in fact this is him?
Well, it's a little bit early, and let's all hope, and I'm sure the people of Austin are hoping that this is exactly right, and this is the guy. So we'll know soon enough. But what I think has been going on, kind of unseen by most of us, is that they've been working now for many days tracking down some of the components found at the crime scenes, some of the things that went in his bomb making, and they found out probably quite a bit. But then yesterday, or a couple of days ago, when the FedEx packages were introduced into the mix here, especially the one that did not detonate, that's very significant, and I would not be surprised if they might have gotten video surveillance and learned a lot from the records that the person filled out when they mailed that package or went about trying to mail it. An example is Oklahoma City. I mean, Timothy McVeigh was traced back to the hotel he was in, where he'd filled out papers and actually used his real name. So anything can happen in these cases, and that's why you always try and stay with the basics. The other aspect of this morning that's interesting is we spoke earlier in the week about the Interstate 35 corridor and the fact that the first few bombings were very close off of that interstate. So maybe this person felt very comfortable using the interstate. Maybe he felt very comfortable getting off where he did in those neighborhoods. But it looks very promising, and certainly the pace of this yesterday was something that was going to certainly get the investigators focused on what they wanted to do and up their game plan as well.
It escalated very quickly. 6 bombs total found. As you mentioned, only 5 of them exploded. Just go over again, you said that it was important that one bomb did not explode and that could lead to a lot of information, possibly leading to the suspect. What specifically?
Well, when you find a bomb that hasn't been exploded, you can, first of all, now you can control detonate it. And it's very possible that either prior to that or after they did that, you could literally find components with fingerprints on them, because when you control detonate something, you preserve a lot of the things that are inside the bomb, the things that make it work. So the bomber usually expects that everything's going to blow up. My prints aren't going to be left here. There's not going to be any trace of anything like that. My DNA, if I touched a particular item when I was building the bomb, none of that's probably going to
mean anything or be found at a crime scene. But on the other hand, they're wrong. You know, this is exactly what you look for. And if you have a bomb that's never been, that never was detonated and blown to bits at a crime scene, now you have something you could really sink your teeth into. And that's what I think probably happened or is going to happen, even if this development this morning isn't relevant. That bomb that was controlled detonated is very significant to the investigators.
Why do you think that this particular suspect used all these different type of bombs? Like the first ones were placed, I think, on the front porch of these homes, and then you had the one with the tripwire, and then you had the ones that were sent through FedEx. Why do you think the different variations?
Well, when you look at serial bombers, and we fortunately haven't had that many, they all have kind of done that. They kind of gravitate, they evolve, they change. If you look at Theodore Kaczynski, half of his bombs were mailed, half of his bombs were placed, and over the years they changed. By the time we were into the 1994-95 timeframe, when he started being effective in killing people, which is what he wanted to do, his bombs were much, much smaller, and they were in a much smaller package, and yet they were much more lethal. So he had learned, and he had learned through experimentation. If you look at the Olympic bomber, Erich Robert Rudolph, he had actually learned as he went through his 2 to 3 year spree from the Olympic bombing on to killing a policeman. Yeah.
Well, we are looking at a live shot right now of the scene on I-35 there in Austin, Texas, where possibly the bomber has been located. We will continue to monitor that situation and bring it to you as more develops. And we want to thank you very much for joining us with your insight. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Right. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Great. Another dead end.
Sarge, I just got a tip that'll crack this case wide open. Turns out the prince at the crime scene...
Did McGruffy Wuffy get a tippy whippy?
I'm serious. We gotta move fast before...
Who's a good boy? Is him a good boy?
I'm just gonna go.
Oh, you wanna go outside? You gotta go tinky poo-poo.
I already went, okay? In the bathroom.
As long as people talk baby talk to dogs, you can count on Geico saving folks money. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
If you love your friends and family, give them a meal that will truly be appreciated. The Omaha Steaks Savings Celebration Package. Sold separately, this package is filled with $193 worth of great food for the combo price of just $49.99. That's 74% off on this limited time offer. The Omaha Steaks Savings Celebration Package includes 4 tender top sirloin steaks, 4 extra thick boneless pork chops, 4 juicy boneless chicken breasts, 4 classic juicy Omaha Steaks burgers, and 4 gourmet jumbo franks. Dessert is 4 caramel apple tartlets. Your order will be delivered straight to your home or the destination of your choice to enjoy with friends and family. As a special thanks from us to you, if you order right now, we'll include 4 additional Omaha Steaks burgers free. That's 8 total. You get it all, the Omaha Steaks Savings Celebration Package, a $193 value for just $49.99. Enjoy the lowest pricing of the season with the Savings Celebration Package from Omaha Steaks today.
For your wedding, you want to put on your best self. Part of that is your smile.
My bottom teeth were a struggle for me. Having that perfect smile by the time that we get married.
At Smile Direct Club, we believe everyone deserves a smile they'll love. That's why for 60% less than braces, we send invisible aligners directly to you. We straighten most smiles in an average of 6 months.
We didn't have to make any appointments. It was a pretty cool process. Just having that beautiful smile is really special.
Get started at SmileDirectClub.com.
Millions of you are online right now searching one topic. That will generate over 600 million results. And if you've been diagnosed with cancer, searching for answers, like where to treat, can feel even more overwhelming. So start your search with a specialist at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Start with teams of cancer treatment experts under one roof. Start where specialists use advanced genomic testing to guide precision cancer treatment that may lead to targeted therapies and more treatment options. Start where there's a commitment to analyzing the latest research and conducting clinical trials to help each patient get the personalized cancer care they deserve. Start at one of the Cancer Treatment Centers of America hospitals near you. The evolution of cancer care is here. Learn more at cancercenter.com/experts. Appointments available now.
Welcome back to Fox and Friends First. President Trump vowing to win the fight over sanctuary cities despite opposition from Democrats. This as ICE agents rearrest illegals who dodged a massive California raid thanks to a warning by Oakland's mayor. Kelly Wright joins us now live with the latest. Kelly?
Heather, good morning to you. President Trump blasted Democrats on the issue of sanctuary cities. He said Democrats want to protect criminals while his priority is to defend the citizens of the United States. Now, during a roundtable meeting on sanctuary cities, the president told members of law enforcement and state representatives that his administration is determined to continue its fight against sanctuary cities. The president took aim at California, claiming the state's sanctuary cities are putting innocent Americans at risk.
Sanctuary cities in states like California put innocent Americans at the mercy of hardened criminals, hardened murderers in many cases. Yet House and Senate Democrats voted nearly unanimously in favor of sanctuary cities. Explain that. Sanctuary cities are dangerous, and we're going to take care of the problem.
The president gave some rare praise to Attorney General Jeff Sessions for leading the charge to deal with sanctuary cities, before adding that his administration is going to win in restoring law and order. Perhaps evidence of that taking place in California. 3 illegal immigrants there who avoided capture after Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf warned them about a raid by immigration officers last month were rearrested for new crimes, including robbery and spousal abuse.
We are told on one hand to focus our efforts on criminals, but those same folks that want us to focus on criminals don't let us in the county jail.
Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen said that the idea of sanctuary cities has, quote, been contorted, it has been perverted, and now all we have is a sanctuary for criminals. Heather?
All right, we're going to talk much more about this coming up a little bit later in the show. Thank you so much, Kelly. Appreciate it. Sure. Well, do not turn your channel. Stay where you are. This Fox News alert for you. You're looking live in Austin, Texas, where you can see there is a heavy police presence. This is on I-35, and we are following reports of a police-involved shooting and possible arrest of the serial bomber who has been terrorizing the city. Fox News has yet to confirm that. We will bring you the very latest on this breaking news with complete analysis right after this break.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. Over the last 12 years, you've helped MyPillow create thousands of jobs right here in the USA. Every MyPillow is made with passion here in my home state of Minnesota to ensure you get the best sleep of your life.
One of the things that I really like about MyPillow is the support. It gives my neck a little hug.
I've never slept better in my life. What's better than a great night's sleep?
Sleep is one of the most important things to your health, and MyPillow is one of the most important things to your sleep.
Call or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code and save over 50% with Mike's 4-pack. You'll get 2 MyPillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. It's one of his best offers ever. Order now.
I tried every pillow, from expensive down pillows that just went flat to fiber-filled pillows that rebound every time you move your head. I even tried those memory foam pillows, and the curve did not match my neck, and it probably won't match yours. That's why I invented MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs and helps keep your neck supported and aligned.
When I got MyPillow, I'm asleep almost immediately. I stay asleep at night, and I wake up more well-rested in the morning.
MyPillow lasts 10 years, is machine washable and dryable, and comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee.
I personally guarantee MyPillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own, or your money back.
Call or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code and save over 50% with Mike's 4-pack. You'll get 2 MyPillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. It's one of his best offers ever. Order now.
With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sleep well, America!
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Thousands of people contact InventHelp monthly about their invention or new product. Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Call InventHelp now. Best of all, the call and information are free. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential, explaining every step of the invention process. We create professional materials and submit them to companies who are looking for new ideas in your category. We have more than 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas in confidence. If a company shows interest in manufacturing your invention, we can negotiate on your behalf. We have helped over 10,000 clients receive patents. We offer 3D modeling and animation, prototyping services, and we use state-of-the-art technology to present client ideas to additional companies. Join people just like you who made the call to InventHelp. You have nothing to lose. The call and the information are free. Call now.
Call 1-800-520-7097. That's 1-800-520-7097.
We're back with a Fox News alert. A huge police presence on I-35 in Austin, Texas is a live shot that you're looking at right now for what we're being told is a police-involved shooting. Now, local reports say that police are arresting the bomb suspect right now, the serial bomb suspect. But Fox News has not yet confirmed that. We are working to do that. Police are expected to hold a news conference very soon, and we will bring you that as soon as that comes in or any additional information that we have confirmed. But right now, let's bring in former member of the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force, Steve Rogers. So, Steve, some big developments very quickly this morning.
Very quickly. As a matter of fact, Heather, what's ironic is that the suspect himself left the key evidence that was necessary for the police to capture him. Two pieces of evidence we're looking at. One is the bomb that didn't detonate.
Right.
A wealth of information had to be gathered by the police by that bomb that wasn't detonated. And number two, I understand there may be a video surveillance out there of this individual at the FedEx building.
Are these still live shots that we're looking at right now? No, these are not live shots. Okay, I was just wondering if there was an ambulance pulling away from the scene, but these are actually on tape from one of the actual explosions. And there were, what, 6 bombs total, but as you mentioned, only 5 of them went off.
Right, and it was the 6th one that did not go off that no doubt led the FBI to information that was necessary to lead up to this individual. Now, keep in mind, this is a tribute to the interagency cooperation, and you know, there's been a lot.
There were a lot of people working on this case.
You know, a lot's been said about the FBI over the past few weeks, but look at the fine work the troops did, the FBI agents did on the ground with local law enforcement, 700-800 officers, and I'm sure a lot of cooperation from the public.
It really was amazing. We had 2 people that died, though, in all of this, and others injured, but hopefully this will bring an end to it at this point.
Well, hopefully it will. It will bring rest and easiness to the people of Austin and around the country. You know, when you're dealing with a serial killer like this, you don't know where they're going to strike next. But luckily, it was the police that struck this morning, and now hopefully have him contained.
It really was interesting. We were talking earlier about how this particular bomber went from one type to another type. You know, the first of the bombs went off in this neighborhood area. They placed the bombs on the front porches of these homes, and then there was the tripwire incident, and then now the FedEx. Mailing them through FedEx was not a good idea.
Well, it wasn't a good idea because this is possibly one of the pieces of evidence that led to his capture. Look, these are serial killers. They do change. They do vary in their modus operandi, but that's key here. What was this individual's motive? This is a very important question that police need to have answered.
Now, on that point, a lot of people, unfortunately, they come out of the woodworks when something like this happens. They claim responsibility when they are not responsible for it. But there was at least one individual, from what I've read, that was claiming responsibility on a Reddit, one of the social media boards, and apparently had information such that in some of his posts that the FBI took that information down and they had it. And that would be similar to other bombers, serial bombers who've claimed responsibility.
Oh, it sure would be. And I'm surprised that this individual didn't actually take responsibility in the beginning. But he didn't want to. But remember, he was probably watching all these news programs, and he was probably being fueled by a lot of what was being reported, which has to be reported to warn the people that there's a danger out there.
Yeah.
But now, maybe it's an end.
Well, apparently, from what we're hearing, and we do have another update for everyone at home, and this is coming once again from local reports, but at least 2 different local stations there in Austin now reporting that the serial bombing suspect is dead. That this incident that is happening on I-35 in Austin, Texas, has ended with the suspect in these serial bombings dead. That being reported from 2 local stations there.
And that does not end the investigation, Heather. Again, the police are going to work very hard to find out the motive. This is where your forensics investigation comes in. Now they know who he is, computers, cell phones, who was he in touch with, what was posted on social media, but the motive here is very important.
And you need to make sure that no one else was involved.
Well, that's another thing. Did anybody else supply him with the material? Is there anyone else involved in the making of these bombs? Did he do it on his own? That is a very good point you bring up.
Yeah, what do you think about that? The person that is responsible for this, behind this, what type of personality? You were talking a little bit about that.
Well, you know, sometimes they have a bone of contention with the government. Sometimes they have they had a run-in with police and wanted to drive the police crazy. It's very, very difficult to get into the minds of these people. This is why you'll have criminal psychologists and forensic experts. Now that they know who he is, they're going to know about his background. Was he an individual who served time in prison? They're going to learn a lot about him, and then they'll come up with a profile, and that profile will lead them to a motive.
Yeah, these 4 people that are injured, hopefully they will be able to recover very soon. We know that this happened, back March 20th was March 20th was the last one, but the first one happened on March 2nd.
Yeah, this was a rather interesting case because this was one bombing right after another. I mean, this person wasn't going to stop. But the fact of the matter is that they all make mistakes. And the mistake here was a bomb that didn't go off. He intended it to go off. And if that went off, Heather, we wouldn't be here this morning talking about his capture.
All right. Well, we do have some additional information that has just come in regarding his capture. We're now being told 3 different local stations are reporting, in fact, that the suspect is dead. But we're also being told that the suspect detonated a device, and then that was followed by this officer-involved shooting. And now we know that the suspect is dead. So put all that together, and we're kind of getting an image of what is happening now along I-35. That's once again what you're looking at there, live shots. You can see the huge police presence that is still there, a command center set up, obviously. A lot of people waking up there in Austin, Texas this morning relieved.
And you know what I think about, Heather, those courageous officers? I thank God that he didn't draw them in to capture him and then detonate that bomb and take officers with him. It's a tribute to the training of the police, their actions, and how they really wanted to get him alive. But the fact of the matter is, obviously, they didn't. But as I said, the investigation now begins.
Yeah. So let's go once again through the timeline for everyone, because this has happened so quickly. It really has, if you compare it to some of the other serial bombers that we've had to deal with. March 2nd, Friday, that was the first one. That was at 6:55 in the morning. Then you have March 12th, then March 18th, and then March 20th. And then obviously today, hopefully, we have an end to it.
Which, if you look at those time gaps, that gives you enough time to build another bomb, doesn't it? So he needed time to build another bomb, and it looks like it took him a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. But when those bombs were ready, he was going. And they may find now, Heather, they may find another location where there's bomb-making material, and he was ready to go for the 7th, 8th, and maybe 9th bombing.
What do you think about the level of sophistication with the bombs themselves?
Well, I've got to tell you, it's interesting because you could make bombs. I mean, there are people that actually can get on the internet and make different types of bombs. And the police are going to look at that level of sophistication very carefully. Were there nails? Were there shrapnel? Were they designed to do maximum damage? Interesting enough, they weren't planted in areas where there were large crowds. They were either mailed, as you said, or tripwire. This was a real act of domestic terrorism, by the way. He had that city terrorized.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I just thank God for those people. This is over.
Once again, take a look at these live shots with us of the police presence that you see. They're standing there. In terms of what they're doing right now, they're on the scene. What would that tell you? What's going on?
Well, it tells me that they're probably going to search that entire perimeter. They're looking for any vehicles maybe that he may have in that area. Obviously, they're searching the is that an apartment or hotel? I'm not
clear. It does look like they're off the road there.
Yeah, they're going to do a lot of searching of that area, and perhaps he may have a vehicle there, and that vehicle may have a bomb in there ready to go off.
Yeah, well, I'm being told it looks like it's similar to a Red Roof Inn type situation. So maybe he was in the hotel.
Yes, in the hotel. They're going to search the hotel room for a lot of different types of evidence. The key here, though, Heather, is public safety. They want to make sure there's no other bombs around.
Yeah, Terry Turchie was on with us earlier, and he said that this I-35 corridor makes it very easy to move from one area to another fairly quickly, and that this, I believe he said, is near the area of that first neighborhood where the first bombs went off.
Yeah, he probably stood in that hotel room, but maybe not. Maybe he was moving around. That could have been where he was operating from. And if that's the case, then in that room, there's got to be a lot of bomb-making material.
Wow. So they definitely have to take their time to go through that. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, everyone at home, as you're waking up, some good news, hopefully, in Austin, Texas. This is the scene live along I-35 there, where we are getting reports from at least 3 local stations that the serial bombing suspect has been caught and that he is dead. We're told that he detonated a device that was followed by an officer-involved shooting, and the suspect, once again, is dead. We'll continue to follow this story. Keep it right here on Fox News for the very latest, and we'll be right back.
What do you get when you cross your tired, aching back with this fragile egg? The Egg-Sitter Cushion, an amazing new flex cushion that supports your backside and spine so well you can sit on an egg without breaking it. Incredible!
You want me to sit on this egg? Okay. I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't even feel it. It didn't even break? Oh, I was wondering about that. Now that's a good cushion.
Did it break? No, look. Oh my, that's crazy. Where do I get one of these cushions?
So say goodbye to achy muscles from sitting all day or a stiff back from long car rides. Now you can sit all day on even the hardest chair and still feel comfortable. Other cushions need a gap to cradle the tailbone, not Egg-Sitter. The honeycomb design is constructed of Elasticor that absorbs pressure points by collapsing in on itself. That's why even this egg won't break under direct pressure. Now long days at the office will be more comfortable, dinner more enjoyable, and painful car rides a thing of the past. Plus, the Egg-Sitter's Elasticor stays cool to the touch and allows air to circulate underneath, while giving you optimal lumbar support every time you sit. And it's super strong and durable, always retaining its shape. Amazing!
It's just super comfortable. I mean, it literally feels like I'm floating on air.
This feels like a massage. It's loosening me up just as I'm sitting here. It's amazing.
Woo, woo. I like that. I can sit on that all day.
Get your Egg-Sitter Support Cushion for just $39.99. It comes with a free non-slip washable cover and our 10-year comfort guarantee. But wait, call right now and you can get a second cushion. Just pay separate fee. The Egg-Sitter Support Cushion, just $39.99. Call now.
Call 1-800-709-1437. That's 1-800-709-1437. Call now or go to eggsitter.com. So call 1-800-709-1437. Order now.
Termites. Feasting on homes 24/7. We're on the move. Roger.
Hey, Rick, all good? Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Termites never stop trying to get in. At Terminix, we never stop working to keep them out because they can cause thousands of dollars in damage. Call Terminix now to schedule a free termite inspection. As America's leading termite control provider, we'll do whatever it takes to stop them in their tracks. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. To schedule a free termite inspection, call 1-800-997-9522 and protect your home. And if they ever do come back, so will we. To schedule a free termite inspection, call 1-800-997-9522 or visit Terminix.com. Terminix, defenders of home.
We are back with a Fox News alert and a live look. This is at I-35, located about 15 miles north of Austin, Texas, in Round Rock, Texas. Local reports now say that the man behind a series of bombings is dead. And we're also learning that he may have detonated another device as police closed in. So once again, this breaking development for you this morning as you take a look at this massive police presence. We're told that the Austin PD is on the scene, FBI, SWAT team as well. This is near the Wood Springs Suites and Red Roof Inn area of the 1700 block of North I-35. Once again in Round Rock, Texas, about 15 miles north of Austin, where it is believed, at least local reports are saying, that the serial bombing suspect is dead. Now, Fox News has not yet confirmed this, but we do know that there has been an officer-involved shooting. We know that much. Police are expected to hold a news conference very soon, and as soon as that happens, we'll bring it to you. But now another big story that we're following. You need to know about some extreme weather. A dangerous nor'easter slamming the East Coast with snow, wind, and flooding. The storm is the fourth of its kind in 3 weeks. Lauren Blanchard is live in Washington, D.C. with the latest on the monster storm. Lauren?
Good morning, Heather. Well, here in D.C., we seem to have escaped most of the snow so far. The cold, wind, and rain, not so much. However, more snow is on the way. Other places not so lucky. Take a look at this. A school bus in Frederick County, Maryland, sliding right off the road. Police are warning people in areas getting slammed with the winter weather to stay off the roads as crews try to clean up the wet, heavy snow. Many of these places are canceling school today, including all public schools in New York City. Ahead of the storm, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey's governors declaring a state of emergency. States where some residents are still trying to dig out from other nor'easters that hit over the last few weeks. Plus, coastal flood warnings or watches have been issued for the coastline from Massachusetts down to Delaware. And guys, if you're planning to fly into or out of the East Coast today, better check with your airlines. More than 3,300 flights have been canceled today in the U.S. Newark Liberty with the most canceled. More than 2/3 of all flights there will not be taking off. And here in the nation's capital, the Office of Personnel Management just announcing all federal offices in D.C. will be closed today. Heather?
All right, Lauren Blanchard live for us. We'll keep an eye on that as well. Thank you very much. Well, another story we continue to keep our eye on, breaking right now, this coming out of Austin, Texas. This is a live shot along I-35 there, the I-35 corridor, the northern portion of it. This is in Round Rock, Texas, about 15 miles north of Austin, where it is believed the serial bombing suspect is now dead. That coming from local reports there in the Austin area. We'll continue to follow this story. We'll have much more right after this break, so don't go away.
When you combine Ancestry's DNA test with its historical records, you could learn you're from Ireland, Donegal, Ireland, and your ancestor was a fisherman with blue eyes, just like you. Begin your journey at Ancestry.com.
So I've got an interview and a date tomorrow. Double duty calls for a designer suit. Ready for the corner office. And the dance floor.
Now at Men's Warehouse, take 60% off select designer suits, plus it's buy one, get one free on select item.
You're gonna like the way you look in a designer suit.
At Home Chef, we think our meals speak for themselves. They have fresh ingredients you love and are easy to cook. Of course, the words of happy customers go a long way too. Home Chef, the meal kit delivery service rated #1 in customer satisfaction. Try it for yourself. Visit homechef.com for $30 off your first order.
Looking for a safer way to burn yard waste? Stop. Don't burn in a rusty barrel like this. Burn the safe way with the Burn Cage. It doesn't just burn, it incinerates, leaving nothing behind but fine ash. And when you're done, the Burn Cage folds up neatly for storage.
For a free information kit about the Burn Cage, call 1-800-731-6693. That's 1-800-731-6693. Online at burncage.com.
How are you feeling since our last season? I need to remind you what you think is real